It has been 11 days since we reached 36 trillion national debt. Get this now. You think it's going to slow down? We are already 17% of the way to 37 trillion. I'm looking at it. If you're wondering why I look,
Oh, my
I'm
word.
looking at Aaron. Because I mean, I sometimes I just need an audience, sort of an audience response, because I'm like, I'm staring at a camera right now, and I'm wondering what all of you are thinking. 761 people that I can see that are watching, let alone all those that are watching on a Christian television network, and you don't think America's in huge trouble. And this is why you don't cave to COVID. That was $7 trillion in and of itself. $7 trillion of useless spending that went to all that went to were people that support the Democratic Party with various companies and various Green New Deals and solar panel companies and all. That's where it all went. Not to mention dark money. It just went. Because again, $7 trillion was spent on COVID, but they could only track $800 billion that was actually spent on COVID out of the $7 billion that was spent on COVID. You're like, Tom, what you just said is nonsensical. It makes no sense. I know. But it just all went to Democratic Party sycophants. That's all that it went to is Democratic Party supporters. $6.2 trillion into the wind. And people don't think we're in trouble. And they want to talk about nuclear war. Okay, there could be a nuclear war. And I agree. We should be talking about nuclear war. We already have. At length. But we better be talking about the non-sexy thing in that we're already, again, now we're 14 days. When this was written, we were 11 days in on the 3rd. Today's the 6th, so now we're 14 days in. So we're now 20% of the way already. 14 days in. We don't even get to enjoy being $36 trillion in debt until we get to $37 trillion in debt. Because we're already 20% of the way there, 14 days into being $36 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
And on what? Can anybody even name what it is? What do we get from it? I think American citizens should be able to ask, what do I get from it? I want to know. Nothing. We are on pace for adding $1 trillion to debt in way less than 100 days. So we're getting worse.